Hey y'all, it's your cousin. So y'all not talk about other people, so I don't mind coming and talk about myself. Okay, so in my neighborhood, there is a path on the side of my house, also leading beside my neighbor's house, whose backyard faces my backyard. And all of the kids usually take this path from school because it's a quick path to get from the front of the neighborhood to the back of the neighborhood. Now, I've never had any issue. Kids walk up there all the time. They don't do nothing. They don't mess with the trash. They don't bother nothing. They don't step on any plants. So I just let kids be, okay? So my son also takes this path because it's a quick shot. You know, as soon as my son get in the neighborhood, I can see him to get to his house. So one day, my son decided to take the path after getting out of school, and he comes into the house and he's looking very distraught. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "Well, the neighbor cussed me out. The neighbor cussed you out. What did the neighbor say to you?" And he said all types of F words and S words. I was like, "Oh, why?" Because I was walking through the path. Oh, okay. Now I got issues with him. Now, this is the same neighbor. Like I said, the back of my house faces the back of his house. This neighbor got a big ass dog, and he brings his big ass dog in the back of my yard and be shitting and shit, but I don't ever say anything. I really don't even go to my backyard, okay? If anything, I just stay on my porch, but I don't go to my backyard. You know, I just let people be. But now I got an issue. So I grabbed my big purse, and I put me some Arm & Hammer in my purse. Now, it ain't the bang bang type. It's the nail in the coffin type, okay? And I take it in my car, and I drive around to the front of the neighborhood. And now I'm banging on the neighbor's door. Now, I'm telling y'all this story because I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong, because sometimes I be having thoughts and stuff, and I be needing to ask God for forgiveness, okay? So I'm banging on the front door, and I'm ringing the door, banging, and nobody comes to the front of the door, okay, come to the front door. But his neighbor comes out, which is a black man, and he was like, "Oh, so the owner of the house lived there with his boyfriend. So it's the boyfriend that be on the back in the backyard always chain smoking. That's all he do is sit out there with his legs crossed, be chain smoking like hell. I did not know that was an LGBTIA whatever type of house. I didn't know that was that. I don't even know my neighbors, okay? I only know one because the man who lived to the right of me, who's a bishop, came to my house and I moved in with a key lime pie. And I was like, "Oh, I must moved into a nice neighborhood because I have never seen nothing like that but on the TV, okay?" So like I said, I'm banging on the door, and the neighbor come and tell me he may be in the backyard. So then I walk around to the backyard, and he's sitting there chain smoking like always with his big ass dog. And now it's a white man now. He want to get his sister on. And I got my big ass purse. I was like, "You said something to my son?" He had no problem saying yes. I said, "What did you say?" And he had no problem telling me what the hell he said. So now, see, my problem with a lot of gay people and trans people is a lot of them don't respect children. They don't understand boundaries when it comes to kids. They think that they could just say any and everything. But we as which they like to say, cis people, we know that you don't cross the line with people's kids. If you got a problem with people's kids, you go talk to their parents. I was like, "Well, you had the audacity to cuss my child out. Why didn't you have the audacity to ask my child where he lived at? Or come knock on my door?" "Well, I didn't know where he lived." "Well, you should have asked him where he lived at so you could come talk to his parents." Because you don't just go around cussing people out. Now, see, the problem is, so he got all his black girl, and what you gonna do about it? See, now, if I had the audacity to be saying all types of sissies, or some type of faggotrons, yeah, they would have had a big issue. But at any moment in time, they could put on their black girl rendition, okay? But I didn't go there. But I definitely laid it straight to him. "Don't say a goddamn thing to my child. You come talk to me. Don't ask my neighbor, come to me." Okay? Yes, I gave him all that, and I got back in my car and I drove back around. Now my son was like, I don't know if I should tell you some things because you be going to 100. Well, with my child, I do go from 0 to 100. With anybody child, I will go to 0 to 100 because you don't play about kids when it comes to me. Now, this was the part where I said, maybe I need advice. Is my thought process wrong? So for weeks now, I have not seen him out there with his big ass dog. And I asked my son had he seen him. He was like, no. So the first thing that come to my mind, I said, maybe that Saltine done got anal cancer and croaked the hell out over here. Okay, he done clocked out. So, yeah, am I wrong for those thoughts? So then the next thing that came to my mind, well, maybe his ass done got throat cancer and done clocked the hell out of here. Now, what it probably should have came to my mind, since I seen the owner of the house car still there, is maybe they just broke up, and he don't live there no more. Maybe he on vacation. But the latter, the former might be better. But am I wrong? Don't ask my neighbor, come to me, child.